Okay, everyone, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time. Last episode, we took care of getting some Gold Skulltulas, and this episode, we are finally going to progress on with the game. As you can see, I entered Hyrule Market Town, Hyrule Castle Town, and now that we have the 3 spiritual stones and the Ocarina of Time, we are going to enter the Temple of Time. And I don't know if I ever actually explained this. Maybe you didn't read the text if you were watching. But we need these to open the Temple of Time to get the Master Sword, which will allow us to go into the Sacred Realm to get the Triforce. And Ganondorf's looking for the Triforce. I don't know where he is. He's presumably still chasing Zelda on horseback somewhere out in Hyrule Field. So, we'll enter the Temple of Time. And yes, you don't actually need the spiritual stones. You can glitch into the special room that's going to open up. I'm not going to do that. So, what you do is you head over to this carpet here, and you can see that the green light, Navi's highlighting this, and it says to check it. 3 hollows and an inscription. Ye who owns 3 spiritual stones, stand with the Ocarina of Time and play the Song of Time. That is how the inscription reads. So, we got the Ocarina of Time, we have the 3 stones, and it's right C, A, down C, twice. So we'll play the Song of Time. Okay. And the door should open, eventually. First we have to watch a little dance of the spiritual stones, which is pretty cool. Yep, there they are, the Kokiri Emerald, the Zora's Sapphire, and the Goron's Ruby doing their little dance. They're gonna settle into their places, and the door will open. Now, I mentioned that you can actually glitch into the room that's gonna open through the door opening. Sometimes people that do 100% speedruns, they'll do that as a way to get into the future, because we're going to become Adult Link soon, quicker. That way they only have to go through certain areas once or twice. But enough of that, so now that the door is open with that cool Triforce symbol, we'll run in here, and the light is illuminating the Master Sword. The legendary blade that the Hero of Time wields. Navi will fly over to it. Yep, the legendary blade, the Master Sword. It's actually kind of funny, they call it, this legendary blade that the Hero of Time uses. We're actually going to get a different sword in the game. And we're going to get that sword as quickly as we possibly can. So just run up to the Master Sword, and now it's time to get that Triforce and take out Ganondorf. So we'll grab it. And, of course, things apparently didn't go according to plan. Yep, this was Ganondorf's plan all along. Somehow he knew that we would get the Ocarina of Time, and because we had the spiritual stones, he knew that we would open the Door of Time and lead him into the Sacred Realm. Because we're going to find out there's an issue with us becoming the Hero of Time at such a young age. So yeah, do your little laugh, and it's time for us to take a nap. Now see, even this ending would have been a better ending of How I Met Your Mother. But that's another story for a different time. Wake up, Link, the Chosen One. Okay, and we're awakening in some weird place, it seems. So it's like a kind of a reverse waterfall, and there's these little dials on the... who's that dude? With a tree symbol. That is Rauru, one of the ancient sages. Ages long ago, the ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the entrance to the Sacred Realm. So it's the Chamber of Sages in the Temple of Light in the Sacred Realm, and it's one of the last strongholds of the Sacred Realm, because Ganondorf has been in there for years just fucking shit up. Because he's a real piece of shit, and badass man. Oh well. So, Rauru explains that even though we pulled the the fact that we pulled the Master Sword out of the Pedestal of Time allowed him to enter the Sacred Realm. We kind of missed out on that part that we were too young to become the Hero of Time, and there we are as adult Link. I don't know how we're wearing Kokiri adult clothes, considering we've grown. But that's, whatever. That's just some of the magic of the game. Yep, we've grown up. So Ganondorf couldn't touch the sword, which is why he needed us to pull it out. Because if he tried to pull it out, kind of like the sword and the stone in Arthurian legend, he wouldn't be able to. And yep, here Rauru explains that we were too young to be the Hero of Time, but now at, 16, 17, apparently we're cool, because we've been here for 7 years, and Link's probably around 9 or 10 when the game starts. Maybe even only 8, so maybe we're 15 now? I don't know. They never actually say. Yes, we understand our destiny. Now, one thing that's kind of interesting is this Rauru character. We don't see the owl, again, as an adult. And, actually, you know what, I'm going to read this and then I'll explain the theory. So the King of Thieves opened the door to the Sacred Realm that we open. He obtained the Triforce because we were whisked away. And so he's become the King of Evil, and he's kind of just been ruling shit on Hyrule. From the Temples of Hyrule. So Hyrule's a world of monsters. This is the only, pretty much the only sage left opposing Ganondorf. So this is like the one safe place left in the world. Now, this sage, Rauru, we don't see the owl again. And if you read, if you talk to the Gossip Rocks, one of them says that the owl, who has a name that I don't remember, it's a really obscure name. I'll read it eventually, just for completion's sake. But one of the Gossip Sons says that the owl is actually the reincarnation of an ancient sage, and a lot of people believe that the owl is actually Rauru, who is the one person that, as an adult, tells you things about the game, just like the owl does when you're a child. Anyway, so we got to awaken the sages to get the power, and to seal evil in the void of the Sacred Realm. And the way we do this is we have temples that we have to beat as adult Link. And one of them we actually have to beat once as child Link and adult Link. And that'll be the last one I do. It's a fun one, though. Okay, so the Hero of Time, chosen by the Master Sword with the power of the sages. Add their might to our own. And just kind of like every dungeon as child Link, every dungeon as adult Link, we get a new item. And we get medallions now instead of, rubies. And this is the light medallion. So Rauru awakens as a sage and adds his power to ours. Find the other sages and save Hyrule. Okay, well, where are the sages? Where are the temples? You gonna tell us any of this? So apparently we're warping back to the Temple of Time. I'm not really sure if it exists with the Sacred Realm. That's never actually fully explained. But I guess we're going off now to find sages. Okay. Wonder if anyone's gonna, maybe tell us where to go. And here Navi lets us a key piece of information. The only real weapon we have right now is our sword, Bomba Shoes, and Deku nuts. Our boomerang and our fairy slingshot we cannot use. And that's what pisses me off about the boomerang. We get it so late as child Link, and then we can't use it as adult Link. And as we walk towards the exit, a mysterious figure appears. Who the hell are you? Okay, well, I don't know you. Who are you? Side note, I do know who that is, and you people watching this, you'll probably get it very soon. Okay, yep. So now, just 5 temples. Deep forest. I wonder if that's the Lost Woods. High mountain. I wonder if that's Death Mountain. Under a vast lake. I wonder if that's Lake Hylia. Within the House of the Dead. I wonder if that's in the Kakikoro, graveyard. Inside a goddess in the sand. We have not been there yet in this game, but don't worry, we will. It's kind of sucks. It's just kind of an area of the map that we visit like twice, and that's it. So we need to awaken the sages and return the world of light and peace, or return whatever. Oh, the Sheikah, like Impa. So, this is a character, Sheik, the survivor of the Sheikahs. Apparently, Impa died in the events in the last 7 years, and this is going to be our guide, pretty much, in the world of Hyrule along the way. This person is going to be charged with teaching us the warp songs that I've alluded to in a couple episodes. So, yep, we gotta find the 5 temples and awaken the 5 sages. One sage is waiting for time to awakening in the forest temple. Huh. The sage is a girl I am sure we know, and they're in the forest temple. Maybe that's Soraya? I don't know. Maybe. And because of the evil power that has her trapped in the temple, she cannot hear the awakening call from the sacred realm. So, it's up to us to rescue her. But Sheik says that equipped as we currently are, we cannot even enter the temple. Well, we're going to take care of that pretty soon. Pretty quickly. So Sheik tells us to head to Kakariko village. Because we're not equipped to enter the forest temple to help awaken Soraya as a sage. And if you go and talk to Sheik, he'll say, head to Kakariko village. But before we actually do that, maybe we can call Soraya. We do have her song. So pull out the Ocarina. I think this is her song. Yep. I always forget if I'm going the right direction with the C buttons when I play Soraya's song. So we'll talk to her. Link. This is Soraya. Can you hear me? So we can hear her with our Ocarina song. And she'll basically say she's in the forest temple. She heard the spirits calling, so she went. But now it's full of evil monsters that have her trapped. So we gotta go rescue her. And Sheik says that we need to go to Kakariko village. Kakariko village. God, I always call it the wrong damn name. Kakariko village. Anyway. So, you can see Hyrule Market's changed. Everyone's gone. All that's left are these Red Dead monsters. Yet, if you look at them now they actually don't. They don't paralyze us. And our Master Sword does double the damage of our Fairy Sword, or Kokiri Sword. So, that's nice. It's nice that they don't, paralyze us anymore. And let's see here. We'll go in here to the rupee smashing room, or the pot smashing room. We can still smash the pots, but there's not nearly as many. And we can talk to this guy right here. What the fuck is this guy? I wonder how he knows us. So they never do actually explain who this person is. I have a theory, and I have a feeling this might be the guy that was the guard that was originally in the room when we were a kid. I don't know. Anyway, so he sells ghosts, and we can catch ghosts in a bottle, and you can sell them, just a regular old ghost. He'll give you some rupees. That's not really what we care about. To get our 4th bottle in the game, however, we need I forget if it's 10 or 12, but there's a bunch of big Poes in the Hyrule world as Adult Link, and we'll need to capture them. And that'll be a side quest we'll do later in the game. I probably won't do it all at once, I'll probably do it a little bit at a time. You can see, now that we're Adult Link, as we head towards... That's one of the Poes, by the way, so, just to show you. You can see the light just kind of... All light drains from the world as you run towards Hyrule Market Town. So that was one of the Poes that we'll need to capture, and of course he's going to be a bastard and try to hit me with fire. So they kind of suck. Pretty soon we'll take care of them all, though. So, Sheik may have said... Oh, fuck off. Sheik may have said to head to Kakariko Village, we're actually going to go to Lon Lon Ranch first. Why? Because I'm sick of running around the damn map. And now we are going to get a much faster means of travel. If you read the sign, it says the Great Ingo's Ranch now. So, he's gonna be here. We'll talk to him. And let's see what he has to say. There are some people in Kakariko spreading rumors that I cheated Talon out of the ranch. Don't be ridiculous. The great Ganondorf pretty much saw his hard work and his potential greatness, so he gave him the ranch, is what he says. We're gonna see Talon in a minute. If you go to Kakariko Village before coming to Lon Lon Ranch, Talon will tell you that Malon is fine. So, don't worry guys, our red-headed friend is fine. So what you want to do is you want to pay him 10 rupees to ride. So you need, I think... Nah, I didn't want to listen. Okay. You know, I just did this run-through a couple days ago, and I already forgot how much rupees you need total. I think you need like 60 or something. Anyway, so he'll offer to let you ride this horse, but what we do here is, if you look straight ahead, this is Epona, right here. Remember this horse from the beginning? And she'll run away from us, but if we pull out our ocarina, and we play Epona's song, she will come running to us. Or at least she won't run away. So we can climb up on Epona, and we can ride her for, a minute. And I'll just show you real quick. You just press forward to go forward. You hold back to stop the horse. If the horse was going really fast and you stop the horse, she'll, knee up in the air. And you can see these carrots, they're speed bursts by whipping the horse. And those you have to use to kind of, jump hurdles. So now if I pull up on Epona, she won't do it. Let's see, run forward, and stop. So there you can see she kind of raises up on her hind legs. Our time is running out. And Ingo's gonna say, hey, that's enough. You only paid 10 rupees, played around long enough. So this time, we're gonna ride again. So that's 20 rupees we've had to spend. So you have to ride twice. And once again, we want Epona. And you can see she'll run away from us, because apparently she doesn't remember us. But the second we play that song, she will come running over to us, or at least stop. There we are, Epona. So now what we're going to do is we're going to climb up on Epona. We're going to head over towards Ingo. We'll Z-target him and we'll speak to him. So 50 rupees, so 70. You need at least 70. So basically he's going to challenge you to a race around, or a lap around the track. And he'll get a little bit of a head start, but don't worry, this race is fairly easy. You can see he kind of makes wide turns there. And I'm just going to... Am I actually going to lose to him? That would be funny. So, pretty much when he makes one of these wide turns, there you go. You can go ahead and get the inside track. And you don't want to use all the carrots, because your horse will tire. So, we beat him. I actually thought I was going to lose to him for, once. That would have been interesting. It probably would have been the first time I ever lost. And he hates that we beat him, because we humiliated him. And basically says now he's going to challenge us to a race again. And this time, if we win, we can keep the horse. He'll be a little better this time around. So just make sure, you just got to stick close to him, because he'll still make those wide turns. And then you can use one of your carrots to get around him. So that's all I'm going to do. Now I'm just going to cut him off like a NASCAR driver, and I'm just going to wait for the carrots to refill, because they will refill over time, and we got him beat. So, again, just use your carrots smartly, and you don't want to get them all used up, because your horse will become exhausted, and they won't refill one by one. And there he goes. He can't believe we tamed the wild horse Epona, and he was going to present the horse to Ganondorf, and he doesn't know what he's going to do. But he's a smart guy, and he comes up with a plan. As he promised, he's going to give the horse to us. However, he's going to shut the gates and prevent us from ever leaving the ranch. That's okay. So, in case you don't know what to do, I'll show you. And if you talk to Ingo, he won't let you out. So you can't even get down from Epona. See, you can't, no buttons work. All you can do is ride and feed her carrots. So you have to do something, and all you're going to do is you're just going to face this wall, use a couple carrots, run to... Okay, or not. Well, that was fun. That was a fail. You know what, maybe we'll go to this wall. So, just run towards the wall, get a decent bit of steam with carrots, and Epona, it will leap over the wall onto Hyrule Field. Awesome. So, there she is. That's us with our horse. And now we can head to Kakariko Village. So, we'll just go over here. And as you can see, traversing Hyrule Field is much faster now. So, it's becoming nighttime. I do think I want to enter Kakariko at nighttime. That'll be fine. But you can see we're getting over to the village much quicker on Epona than we would. Just running, you know, as Adult Link, even back running or rolling, it's still faster to take Epona. Now, I just want to show you. I'm going to run to the village steps by myself. Sometimes you'll go into a town, and when you come back out, because Epona can't enter towns, she won't be anywhere to be found. Like, you'll run into Kakariko Village, you'll come out, where's Epona? Did we just lose her? All you have to do is play Epona's song, and I don't know if it's a glitch in the programming or something, but all of a sudden Epona will appear and come running. So, that's what I wanted to show you about Epona. She'll help, like I said, she'll help us traverse Hyrule Field much quicker now. And you can see those stall childs don't attack us at nighttime. So, we're entering Kakariko Village. There's a couple Gold Skulltulas we're going to get. However, first things first, we have to get the item that will allow us to... what am I trying to say? The item that will allow us to enter the Forest Temple. So, we want to head to the graveyard, and I don't remember if someone actually tells you this, to head to the graveyard, but eventually you have to make your way here. Now we're just going to come over here, and first things first, Dampe's gone, that little kid is not the grave, he's not the caretaker anymore, and you remember that magic bean plant that we planted right here? Well, now it's that bean has turned into a plant, which raises us to this platform, allowing us to smash open this chest and get a piece of heart. So that's another heart container. Awesome. That's the one thing we need to do here, except for the main thing. It's the first time till the next time. Last time till the next time. Anyway, it's an inside joke. So you can see this grave with 3 flowers on it, kind of like the one we pulled back as a kid. This is Dampe's grave, so we're going to drop down here. And question mark, and there it is. There's the ghost of Dampe, underground with a halo, who, so apparently he's died in the years that we were whisked away into that temple, and he challenges us to a race. Now you can see what happens. I just wanted to show you that there. The fire hits you, it causes him damage, and stops you. So we just need to stay with him. We don't need to beat him. I don't think you can actually beat him anyway. So you just kind of gotta keep him in your sights and follow him. If you take too long, those doors will shut. Ow. And that's how you lose. So if the door is shut and you go the wrong way, you get stuck, you'll lose a heart and you'll have to start again. So we're just keeping up with him. Here's another door. And we're going to go over here. And basically just want to hop up here. Actually making good time. Oh, well, I was making good time for getting hit by fire. go here, and you just need to run up here and get into the whatever this is, his tomb or whatever, before that door closes, and you can see that we did. And if you talk to him, the time of the race was 1 minute 7 seconds. We were very quick to be able to keep up with him. So as a reward, he's going to give us his treasure present. It is the Hookshot. It's our first adult-specific weapon. It's a spring-loaded chain that will pull you to any spot where its hook sticks. So that's pretty cool. And he lives here now, so come back again sometime and he'll give us something cool. Be careful on our way back. Okay. So, treasure chest will appear, and like I said, this is now the Hookshot. This is our first adult-specific weapon. Unfortunately, its range is kind of limited, but soon enough we'll get something called the Long Shot, which just increases the length of the Hookshot. So we can use it to drag items towards us, like Skulltula tokens, or we can use it usually in like wood or like shingles to pull us up somewhere. It won't work everywhere, but just to show you. So Deku Sticks, no longer. Fairy Slingshot, no longer. Boomerang, no longer. Magic Beans, no longer. Mask of Truth, no longer. Well, I don't need Deku Nuts anytime soon. So you can see the Hookshot here. You can see some things that won't latch into this, maybe. So you can see it'll stick in things, and it'll pull us towards them. Wood is definitely one of the types of things it'll stick into. Okay. So that's what we needed here. And then to get out of here, anytime you see these blue blocks from now on, just think, Song of Time. Those blocks are Song of Time blocks. Song of Time will cause them to disappear. Okay. And there we go. And now we can run out of the tomb into the windmill, which is kind of interesting. Now, remember last episode, I got the piece of heart that was up here. I think it was either up there or I don't know. Yeah, it had to be. It's either where I'm standing or it's up here. So if it's not up here, because I just honestly don't remember, if it's over there, all you would have to do is just use your Hookshot to Hookshot to the piece of heart, and you'll be able to get it. So, if you didn't get the piece of heart back then, you can certainly get it now. Let's see, Hookshot to this? No. Okay, so now we're going to learn an Ocarina song, and it's a paradox, so we'll stand up here and talk to this guy who's playing that song, and he's all sorts of mad. I'll never forget what happened on that day, 7 years ago. It's all that Ocarina kid's fault. Next time he comes around here, I'm going to mess him up. And he won't say anything else. Nope. So if we pull out an Ocarina, he'll say, "What? You got an Ocarina? What the heck?" That reminds him of that time 7 years ago when that kid played a song. So we came in here, we played a song, and it messed up the windmill. And this is the Song of Storms. So we will learn the Song of Storms. And the Song of Storms is useful because sometimes you can't find a fairy fountain, but you need a fairy. And if you remember those circle of rocks that we find, usually if you play the Song of Storms in that certain area, you can get a fairy fountain. So we've learned the Song of Storms, and now if we talk to him again, a storm again, and we played the Ocarina again, didn't we? Grr. No, that's all he says, and you can see that the windmill thing is just spreading fast. So we learned the Song of Storms, that's good. It will play a part in the game, so eventually we will have to learn the actual song. And now the question is, well, no, first things first, I'm going to get a Gold Skulltula here in Kakariko Village, and I'm going to do it showing you how we use the Hookshot. So, no, I don't want that, So what there is basically there's a Gold Skulltula up here. Somewhere up there that we want to get. And the way to get it, we stand on this ledge, we use the Hookshot to the shingles over on this house, and then we turn around, and we Hookshot to this house. I need to get a little closer. There we are, I think. Nope. Maybe up here now. So as you can see, there wasn't a dot that appeared. Sometimes you'll have a little more range than the dot shows, and you will be able to hook to an area. Okay. And, yep, there he is. Gold Skulltula. Remember how we had to hit him twice with our kid weapons? No, not anymore. One hit. Boom, you're done. Okay. And this is the ledge as a kid that we dropped off on. Oh, okay, so maybe you can access this piece of heart. I always get it as a kid. I don't know if it's here when you're an adult, because the cow's still there. And if you can't really see that well. But there's people from Hyrule Market Town in this village. You could see like kind of the two joking guys there, or at least one of them. So yeah, that's where everyone from Hyrule Market Town went, is to Kakariko Village. God damn it. And we'll see that in daytime, which will be fairly soon. Okay. Now, for the thing I am going to try once on camera, is you can fall down Dampe's tomb again, and this time if you can complete the race in 59 seconds, he'll give you a piece of heart. It's a pain in the ass, and I'm not going to be able to explain what I'm going to do. I'll try to, but basically I'm going to be rolling the whole time. So, let's talk to him. And okay, that's not a good start. So I'm going to be rolling the whole time, and you really have to avoid the fire, which I didn't do there, so I'm sure I won't make it. Rolling it takes a little less time, and it usually is enough. So you need to follow him. Try not to get hit by the flames, like that. So it's really hard. The flames kind of screw you up, and if you go the wrong way, you will definitely not do it in time. So I'm going to be a few seconds over, I think. Especially running into that wall there. So, I'm just going to give it my best. I'm going to roll over here. Oh, you motherfucker. Ugh. Piece of shit. I might have actually had a chance without that last flame. So I'm not going to do it, but I do want to show you what happens. Now, funny enough, if I had the long shot, if you can't beat this race, you can actually long shot to those targets right there. So, let's talk to him. So, if you, he'll just give us rupees and he'll tell us to leave. Now, if, like, for instance, if you, don't make it through one of the doors, if one of those 3 doors shuts on you, you'll start again at the beginning and you'll lose, a heart. So I just want to make sure you guys are aware of that. So, you can get a piece of heart from Dampe. I'm gonna try right now to, get it. I think I'm not gonna actually record the race. I'll record it when I beat it. But I'm just gonna go try it again. Keep trying, eventually you'll get it. You just need to roll, and you need to avoid all the fire. So, I'll see you guys when I've acquired that piece of heart. Whew! And I did it. Let's see what Navi has to say. Okay, I already talked to Soraya. You can see I did it in 59 seconds. It took quite a bit of hearts, because if I ran into like walls too much or something, I just let the time run out, and that takes a heart off. So we'll talk to him. Time of this race was 59 seconds. We're back. Was the present useful? And he'll dissolve and give us the piece of heart. So that's our first heart container for the new, or heart piece for the new container. So we'll run out here, and we'll hop up here, and we will exit to Kakariko Village. Now, what I want now is for Kakariko Village to be dig time. So we'll exit the windmill, And we will play the Sun Song. And it'll be daytime in the village. Now, that heart piece, that's one of the hardest things to do in the game, is to get that, get 59 seconds in that race with Dampe. We actually have something that we're going to have to do that's going to be harder. And I'll talk about that in a minute. So let's talk to this lady. Remember, we had to help her find her Cuccos and round them up in the pen. Well, apparently in these past 7 years, she's been breeding new types of Cuccos, and she has one called the Pocket Cucco. So they're very good at getting lazy late risers out of bed, like Talon, who we're going to meet again. So basically, she'll talk about her Pocket Cucco, and she'll offer to give it to us. Come on. Come on. Now, she said it's not really happy right now. So we're taking an egg. I don't know if she's talking about this particular Cucco, but whatever. So she'll give us an egg, and you know what to do now. Oh, okay, we got it. We got it. Okay. So, first things first, I'm going to put the egg on my C button, because I don't need bombs anytime soon. We'll play the Sun Song once, to make it nighttime. And we'll play it again. By the way, if you go to the graveyard at daytime or at nighttime, anytime, there's no one there. So we don't know what happened to that little kid that wanted to be Dampe. We don't know what happened to him. Okay, so we played this song twice, and the miracle of life happened. The egg that we were incubating became a chicken. So, you can see there's those two guys that were laughing in Hyrule Market Town. You can see there's someone that will, like, fill your money bag if you give them a bug. The potion shops are now open. There's this dude up here. And let's see if we can see it. That dancing couple that are always dancing in the middle of Hyrule Market Town, they're up on the windmill area. So everyone that was in Hyrule Market Town pretty much moved to Kakariko Village. So we'll go in here. And there is that ugly lady with the dog. And there's Talon. And if you talk to him, he says, Malin doing alright, sorry to make you worry. But if we hold the chicken out, yep, we woke him up again. We can talk to him now. Did we save Malon? Thanks. He's going back to the ranch. If you don't do the Lon Lon Ranch part before this episode, before this part where you wake Talon up, he'll talk about how he misses the ranch and whatnot. So, until you go back. So, we'll talk to her now. No. Oh. Well, we'll present the chicken to her. And you might wonder why I'm doing this. Well, this is the beginning of a side quest for a sword that we are going to use. I think we have to take care of at least one, maybe two more dungeons before we can actually acquire the sword. Well, we have to do the Forest Temple, and then the temple after that we have to do, and I'm not sure if we can get the Biggoron Sword. Oops, I said the name. Not sure if we can get the sword by then. But all in due time. So basically she says, do we want to keep this blue cuckoo that stopped crowing? Cojiro. Yep, we do. Because we'll be finding his owner or master very, very soon. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. So there's a piece of heart we can get up here. I just gotta remember how to hookshot to this roof. So if I hold my hookshot out, can I actually hit the back end? Let's see. Nope. Okay, not a big deal. I'll figure it out. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Let's see, I can hookshot to there. Okay, hookshot. I have to hook. Where is it? Huh. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe I just have to run up here. I'll stand on the ledge. Can I hookshot directly to that roof? This dude gives you a piece of heart. I'm just trying to figure out how to hookshot to the roof. Oh, maybe it's up here that I have to do it. Excuse me 1 second. I had a nice cough. I think we can hookshot right onto like a sliver of roof here. Come on. There we go. Hookshot onto a sliver of roof there. And that'll allow us to hookshot over here. Come on. There we go. And now we'll talk to this guy. Good to see you again. I'll give you this as a memento. So there we go. Another piece of heart. That's 2 heart pieces. Or 2, pieces of heart to work us halfway to our next full container. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head back to Hyrule Castle. Or, well, what was Hyrule Castle? Like I said, there's another really hard thing that we have to do. There's an obstacle course at Lon Lon Ranch that is just absolutely difficult. I'm not going to attempt it right now. I will have to do it eventually as part of the game, but right now I'm going to have to get... basically, I'm going to have to do a lot of Epona riding, so I just have to get used to how she handles. If you ride Epona into Lon Lon Ranch right now, all of a sudden Ingo will be this hardworking person who's really humble, and Malon will be like, oh, thank you for freeing Mr. Ingo from his spell that he was under. And she'll let you tackle the obstacle course, where you have to beat her record, which is 50 seconds, so you have to get 49 seconds, and you'll win a prize. We'll eventually do that. I'm just not going to do it right now. Okay, the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to enter the castle area. And all of a sudden we're going to see that the castle, well, it's kind of different. Yep. That's a little bit different. Looks like Buffalo Central Terminal. Yep, that's Ganon's castle. Can't be a Legend of Zelda game without Ganon. So, we'll tackle that right now. We'll tackle that eventually. In case you didn't figure it out, we kind of have to defeat all the dungeons and free all the sages before we can tackle Ganon's castle. So, I just came here because there's a Gold Skulltula climbing around up on the wall here. And we got the token, and that is token number 45. And you can see we can't... It's like a lake of fire. We can't walk over there yet. So, that is all I'm going to do for this episode. Like I said, you could go to Lon Lon Ranch and start the obstacle course if you want. Give it a shot. I'm not going to do it for a little bit. So, next episode, we are going to head to the forest, Kokiri Forest and the Lost Woods to tackle the Forest Temple. And we'll get a new weapon, and we'll meet up with Soraya again. As always, thanks for watching. Smash that thumbs up. If you have any questions, let me know. And just as a side note, I'm going to go into the Temple of Time. Just to keep talking. When you start the game, so when you save your game and you restart it as an adult, if you remember as a kid, you woke up in either Kokiri Forest or in the dungeon that you were in. If you save as an adult, you'll still wake up in a dungeon if you're in a different dungeon. But as an adult, you start the game from Temple of Time. So this is where we will start off next time, and we will head to Kokiri Forest and tackle the first dungeon.